Hallo, mijn naam is Paul van der Wilk. Het verkrijgen van controle over uw beveiligingsinfrastructuur is voor veel organisaties een grote uitdaging. Zeker als dit manueel dient te gebeuren en als dit moet gebeuren voor componenten van verschillende fabrikanten. Het stelt uw netwerk open voor verkeerde configuraties, het maakt het moeilijker om audits succesvol te doorstaan en is zeer beperkend voor de go-to-market van innovatie. Hoe vaak is security niet de blokkerende boeman op het moment dat de business met iets nieuws naar de markt wil? In deze korte video legt Tim Scrimshaw u uit hoe AlgoSec u uit het drijfzand van handmatig onderhoud van uw policy kan halen en u kan laten zien hoe automatisering van uw netwerkbeveiligingsbeleid u weer in controle brengt. Dit zal tevens goed duidelijk maken hoe de afdeling security de business juist zal faciliteren. We zullen in deze video laten zien hoe u zichtbaarheid kunt krijgen op uw security policies en de applicaties die gebruik maken van uw netwerk. Hoe u migraties naar de cloud kunt uniformeren en versnellen door een vergaand inzicht te verschaffen in uw applicatieomgeving. Hoe u verkeerde configuraties kunt voorkomen en tijd kunt besparen met zero-touch automation van uw beveiligingsbeleid. En hoe u continu inzicht kunt hebben in de staat van uw compliance. Branchegerelateerde regelgeving als PCI, FIPS of ISO of uw eigen regelgeving over uw gehele netwerk. Dank voor uw aandacht.
I'm going to tell you a story that I hope you'll relate to. Once there was a security operations director called Sam, who managed a group of firewall administrators. He got requests from the application delivery team, and his firewall administrators kept up with the pace. It was good. Well, at least good enough. But over time, the load got heavier and the service became slower. Soon after, people started complaining that he was slowing down business and harming the success of the organisation. So Sam tried recruiting 5 more people. Getting CFO approval took several months, as the previous quarter had been slow. He then started looking for experienced professionals, but quickly learned that good talent was hard to find, and it was a candidate's market. He had to compromise, and so he hired 5 college graduates who were smart but didn't really know the network. It was good, well, at least good enough. Often, his inexperienced team had to learn from one very overloaded expert. You all know the type of expert, the guy who you can't catch 5 minutes with. Several months later, this expert left because he couldn't handle the growing stress. And with him, a lot of the knowledge was lost. Jumping forward, the application development team started using DevOps in the cloud and submitted many more requests. They also expected faster turnaround. He was asked to assume responsibility for securing the applications residing in AWS and Azure, but had no clue how to get it done. He didn't even know what was up there in the cloud. And it kept changing. How could he secure it? And this was on top of the already challenging task of managing several firewall vendors on the on-prem data center using multiple management consoles. Now add cloud security controls into the mix. The pressure on Sam grew. It affected his personal life. He missed his daughter's birthday and hardly spent any time with his kids. It was all because he had to deal with an outage caused by his inexperienced team. They just didn't know that the simple firewall change they'd made would break a critical business process. It looked like things were not going to get any better. A few months later, his new CISO presented a new vision. He wanted changes to firewalls to be completed in the same time it took to get a pizza. Again, Sam faced a new challenge. His team was now efficient enough to complete a request within 5 days, compared to 21 days it took them just 2 years ago. But how could he complete changes in just 30 minutes? His team was overworked already, and there was no way he would get more positions approved. And if that wasn't stressful enough, his team began receiving a lot of inquiries from application delivery, coming from project managers, application developers, about connectivity path and related firewall policies affecting business continuity and the performance of their business applications. Each inquiry took from 5 to 30 minutes to answer. On some days he got over 50 of these inquiries. People complained, and this time it was about how long it took his team to answer the phone. Things were not good. That week he met with an old colleague for a drink and shared his frustration. But there's a solution for that, the friend said, and it'll address your future needs too. For the first time in a while, our director was a bit more hopeful. Soon after, he implemented a solution he'd heard about. It was a platform that had flexible API integration with the firewalls, routers and load balancers in the cloud and on-premise. It integrated with organizational and cybersecurity systems to enable business-driven security management. It intelligently translated business requirements into technical terms, made sure these complied with security requirements, and pushed them to the firewalls and routers in the cloud and on-premise at zero touch. It indeed completed most change requests within minutes, faster than the pizza delivery time. He also introduced a self-service chatbot that application delivery teams could use easily from their computer or their smartphone, rather than calling in and consuming more of his team's time. Now things were good, in fact, very good. Our director was happy. He became a business enabler. He implemented change requests at the speed of business. He had visibility and control, and consistently enforced security controls everywhere, in the cloud and on-premise. When he was invited by the CIO to a board of directors meeting, the CIO used a dashboard to show how agility, security and compliance had improved. Outages due to human error became a thing of the past. And the most critical business processes were visible and prioritized. The board of directors was also happy to hear that by utilizing modern technology, they could now attract top talent. And Sam, our director, he finally managed to go home at a reasonable hour, make it to his daughter's birthday party, and spend time with his wife. At work, things looked promising too. He became a role model and got the promotion he'd waited for so long. The story I've just told is a story we hear from our customers every day. It's a true AlgoSec story. This is why AlgoSec exists. Not only is it about improving security, agility, visibility and compliance, it's also about allowing you to make a better use of your time and focus on what really matters. See how this story comes to life. Hear what our customer has to say about the solution.
Sanofi is an international pharmaceutical company that is present in more than 100 countries and employ 110,000 people. My function is to operate and administrate the firewalls, and we are currently managing 120 firewalls all over the world. And Sanofi have several challenges. The first one is the data center consolidation, where security devices are very impacted. The second one is to improve the change management process, and the last one is to get some risk analysis KPI. Our main concern for data center consolidation is to give access to the different technical project leaders, to give them the ability to see the different roles impacting their migration, to avoid any outage, to give them some documentation for pre-migration and post-migration around security. For risk analysis, we have to develop some metrics. We don't have any view for the moment until the installation of alpha, and now we have to develop some metrics to get some change statistics, to get some policy evolution statistics, and also to have some risk associated to the different policy of the firewall we are currently managing. Then during the evaluation process for this kind of solution, we have several competitors in line, and what we search for as the key point is the facility to integrate devices on the solution inside our current infrastructure. Second point, the ability to get some grid report easily and to have some delegation to give view for the different policies and others value of the reports. We selected AlgoSec because the graphical interface is very easy to use. The capability to insert new device is also very easy, and to generate some reports, simple reports at the first time, it's something that has been made in 3 clicks. It is very interesting to see also that the capability of AlgoSec to develop new ability is very open, and we can ask to have some new features, and they give them some time deadlines to help us to develop these features. The first result we see after starting AlgoSec is especially for data center migration. We give the opportunity to technical project leaders to access to list all the roles involving for the migration of their applications. And we win 80% of our time because by the past all these requests have been sent to our team and now they are able to do it by themselves. It was very useful, simple to use and make everybody happy. Based on the report and also the optimization report, we are able to clean up some security policies and to delete all the unused objects that we can be easily identified. Also to delete all the duplicated objects because by default a lot of people create some new objects and didn't search if an existing object has already been there. And also to rearrange security policy and to merge some rules that are very similar and sometimes defined twice on the same policy. The result is very nice because we decrease the amount of security policy rules and you can win some performance in the firewalls. Security devices evolve every day and what we like by working with AlgoSec is the ability to call the supports and to give them the new patches and to help us after each upgrade of our devices. We experience some upgrades from new version of checkpoints where some rules have not been listed correctly, and after calling the support we get the patch quickly and all the results. In summary, we can say that alpha functionality of AlgoSec was very useful for help us in your data center consolidation project. It was one of our major projects for the last 2 years. Now we have to improve our change management process, and the next step for us will be to implement Fireflow in our global management process.
And now, let's see it in action.
Hi, in this short video, I'll demonstrate how AlgoSec supports network segmentation built around business applications. Let's begin our demonstration with AlgoSec AppViz. AppViz provides application visibility into the organization's business applications, allowing you to easily identify and define the various segments. To provide the application intelligence and visibility needed to define the segments, we first need to discover all applications and their connectivity flows. There are several ways we can do this. We can receive the flows from an application discovery solution, such as Cisco Tetration, Guardicore, or Illumio, or by uploading them from a CSV file. Or we can also use AlgoSec's Auto Discovery tool. For this demonstration, we'll use AlgoSec's Auto Discovery, which enables customers to map their organization's applications and connectivity flows by analyzing network traffic data. In this network topology view, we can see all the discovered servers and their relationships across the entire network environment. You can quickly identify and focus on any server of interest to view all of its discovered connectivity flows. Here we can see the applications discovered by Auto Discovery, Asset Management, and Commercial Banking. The next step is to optimize all flows associated with these applications before importing them. This removes redundancy and allows AlgoSec AppViz to provide a concise view for business application owners viewing information in AppViz, as well as drive application segmentation more efficiently downstream. We've successfully discovered the applications. Here I can see them under Management in the AppViz dashboard. From here, let's select a specific business application to review and create network enforcement around it. In this case, I'll select Commercial Banking. Here we can see the application dashboard and the application flows shown in a concise business owner view. These flows represent the connectivity which supports this application and its functionality across a network. Let's move ahead with the segmentation by selecting Apply Draft. This will create a new change request in AlgoSec Fireflow. AlgoSec Fireflow is an intelligent automation workflow that provides steps of automation for policy change management that will ensure policies are being implemented in line with our segmentation strategy. The first step of intelligent automation is the initial plan. The initial plan uses the traffic requested to support your application to automatically identify where a change is needed in the network. To support this change request and the overall network segmentation of the commercial banking application, we require a change on different network devices, including checkpoint firewalls, a Juniper firewall, and an AWS security group. Let's confirm these devices to process the change. The next step of intelligence is the risk check. This stage is crucial for defining and maintaining our segmentation strategy. Fireflow will proactively assess that every proposed change doesn't break the segmentation strategy and that it doesn't introduce net new risk into the environment. In this example, we can see that the system identified one high-level risk, one medium-level risk, and two low-level risks. These risks can be viewed and assessed by the security team. For the purpose of this demonstration, I'll approve this change request and proceed. Fireflow's work order is the next step of intelligence. It creates specific policies to be implemented on all devices requiring a change in line with the traffic requested. A unique work order has been created on each of the devices requiring a change in order to support the commercial banking application. By clicking on a device, we can see the policies that will be implemented on each device. If desired, the work order can be updated before implementation. The work orders are now final, and we can use AlgoSec's active change technology to automatically deploy the rules on the various networking devices. Our implementation is now complete. These policies are now in place, so the traffic supporting the business application will not break the application segmentation strategy. To learn more about how AlgoSec can help you define and maintain your micro-segmented network, please reach out to AlgoSec. Thanks for tuning in.
Dank voor uw aandacht. We hopen dat we u duidelijk hebben kunnen maken hoe AlgoSec u optimaal inzicht kan geven in uw security-infrastructuur. Compliance monitoring een continu proces kan zijn. Changes op uw infrastructuur automatisch en veilig kunnen worden uitgevoerd. Uw migratie naar de cloud snel, eenvoudig en veilig kan. We lichten het graag nader toe. U zult daarvoor met alle plezier direct contact met mij op kunnen nemen. U vindt mij op alle denkbare zakelijke netwerken. Mijn naam is Paul van der Wilk. Nogmaals dank en graag tot ziens of horens.